All right, playing a quick game of Dynasty League Baseball. Decided to play the last two World Series winners against each other. We got Texas and the Dodgers. Made the Dodgers the home team. Got Jordan Montgomery against Jack Flaherty. Flaherty's on the mound. Let's get the game started, see what happens. And right off the bat, a deep drive. So let's see what this is going to be. 18 is going to be what, to left field? Left field line. Zero, foul ball. Yeah, it's a foul ball. So Semyon gets a hold of one, but he hits it just foul. And Flaherty breathes a sigh of relief. And we try again, and it's another deep drive. Wow. I don't know if that's ever happened for me. Two deep drives in a row. First one foul. And this one's going to be down the line too, right? Yep, this is down the line. And this one's foul. That's amazing. Two straight fouls down the line. Semyon hits two foul home runs off Flaherty to start this game. And this is unbelievable. Three straight deep drives. This one will not be down the line, though. This will be to left field. So this one is going to be in fair territory. He's got a power, 45, and this should be a home run. It's going to be close. Oh, it's a warning track out. Let's see how close that was. Wow, he just missed that home run, didn't he? Well, 15, 16 feet. So he got, there must have been some good, let's see what the deductions were there. Win -5 for temp, -10 for stadium. So he lost 15 on stadium and temperature. Would have, I think that might have been left him just short anyway. 374. Wow. All right, what an eventful start. Two fouls and then a just miss home run. It's a ground ball to Seager. Yeah, let me see left field for a second. Left field, 375. So that would have been 359 plus. It would have been 374. It would have been in the Rob category, maybe. Wow. There's a walk to Carter with two out. All the times I've rolled card and dice Dynasty League, I have never had a robbed. I haven't played that many games, so I guess, it'll happen eventually, but I have not had a robbed in the cards and dice version. I don't know. I might have had it in the online version. Run around first, two out. Garcia gets an error check. And it's going to be first base. Freeman is an 85, so he'll probably make this. Although 0-2. That is a 50% chance of a bad hop. And it does take the bad hop. This has been a strange start to this game with those two foul home runs and now a bad hop base hit. Two out first and second for Garver. Again, you don't get this kind of stuff in too many games. You get these kind of things that happen. It's why it feels like real baseball. Here's Garver, and there's a base hit. Let me see. Carter's a 9, so we're scoring him. And we'll hold Garcia. I don't want to make the third out at third. Let me just check that one out. Home, throw home. And we advanced on the throw. Okay, so second and third. They decided I would not have even thrown that. They tried to get him. I wouldn't have even thrown that. I would have just kept the runners on first and second. But here's Heim with two out. And a hard grounder will end the inning. So that was an eventful top of the first. Yeah, there I would have just let the runs score and hold the runners at first and second if I had that option. So 1-0 bottom one. Montgomery pitching to Betts. And there's a soft ground out, one out. That was a interesting top of the first. There's one out here. And here's Ohtani. Lefty Montgomery. And there's the base hit off of Montgomery's card as well. And he's obviously a threat to steal, and Montgomery is not good at a +4, but Heim is a -2, which helps a little bit. See if he tries to get a lead. He is trying to get a lead. And he gets the jump, so he's going to go. Let's see what the percentage is. 9%. I'm not even going to throw it. I don't want him to get to third with one out. Runner on second, one out, and we'll pitch to Freeman. Is he trying again? He's trying for third. Look at this. Poor lead this time, though. He can't go. So he's going to stay at second, and we'll pitch to Freeman. And he struck him out. 2 out. Got Hernandez with Smith to follow. Pitch to Hernandez. Hernandez is clutch. Montgomery have any situations? He has off, so he doesn't give up a lot of leadoff walks. But he does not have jam. There's a hard ground out, so that'll get out of the inning. Texas keeps his 1-0 lead through 1. A lot of things going on here in 1 inning of baseball. And we go top 2. And we got infield range check. See what this type of range check's going to be. 53 is a high chopper to first. Easier on grass. And he gets him. So Freeman's able to field that one without a bad hop. And there's 1 out. And there's a base hit with 1 out. And Tavares is C bunting hit and run. I was toying around with hit and run, but we'll just let him swing away. And he gets a base hit. Zhang's is a 5, so probably holding at second. Yep, holding at second. First and second, 1 out for Semien. There's a high fly out, so that'll be the 2nd out of the inning. Runners hold. See if Corey Seager with the clutch factor, and Flaherty doesn't have any situation. So Seager's clutch is active here with a runner on second and 2 out. But he's going to hit a long fly out, so that's that. We go bottom 2. Will Smith will lead it off, and there's Montgomery's rarely walking the leadoff man, so that'll possibly come into play on certain rolls, but there's a soft ground out anyway, 1 out. Tommy Edman, base hit, center field. 1 out, 1 on. He is also a threat to steal, especially with Montgomery's +4. He does have a B for the hold, but if they get the lead, the +4 will not help. Andy Pages struck him out. And let's see if he tries to get a lead. Nope. Deep drive. Deep drive. This is going to be what? Left center? Left center. 385. Oh, a 97. That's going to be gone. That's going to be long gone, probably. So that's going to be a 2-1 lead for the Dodgers. Hernandez gets a hold of one and puts it in the left center field seats. And the Dodgers take a 2-1 lead. Rojas grounds out. That's the end of the inning, but the Dodgers do the damage. 2-run shot gives them the lead to go top 3. Texas has 3, 4, 5 coming up against Flaherty. And there's a hard grounder to second for the first out. Garcia had that amazing World Series in 23. Got a bizarre reading. 439. Oh, we got a little collision in the outfield. They had a little miscommunication. Garcia's on second. 1 out, and we're checking injuries. Who's leaving the game? Someone's leaving the game. The right fielder's leaving the game. Oh, both of them? Wow, so they had to make some major changes here. Kiermaier comes in to play center. Betts is in right, and Hernandez is in left. So Muncy's at third. So we got some changes in the game with that collision in the outfield. Again, things you don't see in too many games. And we got Garcia on second, one out, and a home run. Now, does he have deep drives on his card? It looks like it's going to stand. A two-run shot for Garver. Right down the line, and it's 3-2. This has been an eventful baseball game for 2.5 innings. Garver goes yard. Answers Hernandez's home run with a two-run shot of his own. I just want to check Flaherty. He has deep drives on both sides, so Corey Heim. There's a thing in Dynasty League where if you don't have a deep drive against that side of the plate that the hitter bats from, then you have to do an extra roll, but that won't be a situation here. Heim walks. So with one out, the inning continues, and there's a deep drive. Let's see where this one's going. Full hitter, and this is going to be down the line, I think, too. See, and one is a foul ball again. Hit it foul. Wow, they're just getting out in front and just pulling these balls foul. They've had 3 of them now. 2 by Semien and now this one. And there's a grounder to first, so that'll be a fielder's choice. It's a second out. Low will be on. With 2 out now. And there's a double down the line. So now we got to make a decision. He's a 5, so let's see. Where did it go? I didn't even see where it went. It's left field, so he's a 0 arm. 68% with 2 out. We're going to try it. Oh, a 90 is going to be out. That's a high number. Nailed on close play. He would have been safe on so many numbers, but the 90 is going to get him. Wow. Again, a lot of things happening in this game. So we get a guy thrown out at the plate. So it's 3-2 bottom 3. Betts. And we got a foul. You see, here's where he doesn't walk the leadoff hitter, so that walk turns into a foul. That's where that off quality of Montgomery's comes into play. And now we're going to see if it can be caught, and it is. It's a foul out to the catcher. So Montgomery's off quality there turned a walk into a foul out. And we got Ohtani. He singled last time up, and now we got an error check. Singled and stole a base last time. First base, 95 though, so that's pretty good. Should be out. 2 out. Montgomery trying to put a 0 up after Texas retakes the lead. It's Freeman. And there's a base hit. Hard to get through this Dodger lineup without giving some hits. Up. And that'll bring up Muncy, who also obviously has a lot of power. Lefty here, though, and there's a base hit. See what Freeman will probably stop at second. Let's see. It is the center. He's going to stop. First and second, 2 out for Smith. And another error check. Let's see where this one's going to go. Right field. Garcia's a 70. 90% chance of making it, and that should be an out. Short fly to right. And that ends the inning. Dodgers get a couple of hits, but it's still 3-2, top 4. Good game. Tavares leads it off. Grounds out. I feel like 9 innings worth of stuff happened in those first 3 innings, including 3 foul shots right down the lines that could have been home runs. Semien hit 2 of those. And he doubles off the wall here, so he just misses again. Runner on second, 1 out for Seager. And he hits a soft ground out to first. That should get the runner to third, but there's 2 out. It's up to Carter. And he walks. So runners on the corners now for Garcia. Big at bat in the game and a base hit, so they'll take a 4-2 lead. And Carter will probably get to third. Let's see what the percentages are. Yeah, 89%. I'm going to send him. You don't like to make the third out at third, but 89%. There are ways to score from third that you can't score from second. Pass ball, wild pitch, error, things like that. First and third, 2 out for Garver, who already has a homer in this game. And here's another deep drive. Let's see where this one's going. A lot of deep drives in this game. 68, that's towards left center. Yep, he's got 8 power. 75 might not be far, and it's 410 with the deductions. It might just be enough. Yeah, it's robbed. It's in the robbed category. So now they got a roll in the robbed. And it's going to stand. He doesn't get it. Kiermaier almost robbed it, but it goes into the seats. And Garver has another home run. And Texas is surprising the Dodgers a little bit here. 7-2 in the 4th inning. Flaherty, once you give up, 5 runs, you become tired. And he is now a tired pitcher. There's a ground out, though, gets him out of this inning. So 7-2 bottom 4. And see if Montgomery can hold his lead. Dodgers can score a lot of runs, though, so this game is not necessarily over. Here's another error chance. Third base. 100, though. That's very good. And that should be the ground out. One way. Kiermaier up. I used to hit great with him in MLB The Show, Kiermaier. I don't know why, but I always used to hit well with him. Here's a line out. 2 out, nobody on for Kiki Hernandez. They get Honeywell up in the bullpen, and there's a line out. So we might get a pitcher change here, as Flaherty gave up 7 and had no stuff after that. And yep, there we go, Honeywell. So we get a change in the top of the 5th. Rangers knock out the Dodgers starter, and Montgomery has a 5-run lead. There's a strikeout, so Honeywell gets off to a good start. It's been the power of the Rangers so far in this game. Error check. Third base, Muncy 80. Dice roll 86. I don't have the charts in front of me, otherwise I could follow along with some of this stuff, but it's just easier to let the computer do it. But that's a second out. And infield range play. See what this is going to be. 81 is a deep in the hole at short. He's got A range, so he's going to probably make this play. And there's a diving stop. So we go bottom 5. Rojas leads it off, and he strikes out Montgomery, as he did for Texas in 23, coming up big here with a good performance so far. Betts is up. I might have just jinxed him. There's another strikeout. 2 out. And it'll be Ohtani, but this is the way you want Ohtani to come up. Nobody on and a 5-run lead. He can only do so much damage. And he grounds out, so a nice inning for Montgomery. Rangers probably came into this game as a pretty big dog, but to the 24 Dodgers, but they're leading here 7-2. Semien, and as a ground out. 1 out for Corey Seager. Corey Seager is easily one of my favorite MLB The Show players. I love hitting with Seager. And there's a bizarre roll. Might not be a bizarre play, but let's see. 700. Misses strike 3. Catcher misses the ball, so he gets on base even after the strikeout. Pass ball. He's on with 1 out for Carter. And he walks, so first and second. 1 out. Looks like Honeywell is not very good holding runners on. If situation comes up, we might try and take advantage of that, although Smith is a -3, so that cancels out some of that. First and second, 1 out for Garcia. And that's a base hit. Wow, Texas is just pouring it on. Let's see what Seager's chance of score is here. 1 out, 59%. I'm going to hold him. Garver's had a huge game. 1 out. We'll see if Garver can do it again. He's 3 for 3, 2 homers and 6 RBIs in this game. And he doubles in the gap. What a game for Garver. 4 for 4. He's not going to have 8 or 9 RBIs. Are they all scoring? It's going to be 9 RBIs on an all-score double. Wow. What a game for Garver. It's now 10-2. Usually don't like blowouts, but this has been an entertaining one. There's a ground out to first. Because I had a game where I was down around this score and I came back and won. I actually put that up on the channel. So it's never over. You never know in baseball. And there's a soft ground out. So we'll go 10-2, bottom 6. Freeman, Muncy, and Smith will try and get something going for the Dodgers. What a game for Garver. Wow. It might be the best game I've ever had any player have in a game, either Cards and Dice or PC. There's a base hit for Freeman, something Montgomery doesn't want to start letting happen, is getting guys on base. Here's Muncy. And there's another base hit, so it's going to be first and second, probably down by 8. Let's see if he stops at second. He should. First and second, nobody out for Smith. And there's a pop out, 1 out. Big out. One more base runner, and I might get some action in the bullpen. I don't want them coming back here. See if he can get Edman. And he does with a strikeout, so 2 out. Now he's going to have lefty Kiermaier. So he really wants to get this inning to end right here. Lefty, lefty. And he doesn't. Base hit, and the runner is going to score. Muncy will probably stop at second, but it's going to be 10-3. And hopefully this is not the beginning of a comeback. We will not throw 2%. So he is going to go to third. But a 2% chance of getting him is not worth the throw. First and third, 2 out. Bottom of the order. Let's see if he can get out of it. And he does with a ground out, so not too much damage, just 1 run. Still has a 7-run lead through 6. He is at 0 now, so I'm going to have to watch him. He's not tired yet, though. Honeywell's still out there, top 7, and there's a hard grounder to short. 1 out. Brings up Taveras. And he lines out to second. 2 out. And there's a base hit. Second hit of the game for Marcus. And Seager gets some swings here. He is a threat to steal, but with a 7-run lead, I'm just going to swing. And, oh, wow. Seager gets a hold of 1. Oh, this is the check, though. This is a deep drive check. So this is what I was talking about on the roll, and that turns it into a deep drive. So this is one where Honeywell did not have any numbers. I'll show that in a second for deep drives against lefties. And this turned into a deep drive. And it's going to turn into an out. So there's an example. I'll show you in a second. It was a home run on Seager's card. But before you have to check the pitcher, and you see under deep drives for Honeywell, he doesn't have deep drive result numbers for left-hand batters. It's blank. Whenever that happens, you have to roll against his per 9 for home runs, which is .7. If you'll see his per 9 innings, it's .7 for home runs. So that means you have to roll 1 die, and if it comes up 7, 8, or 9, you turn that into a whole number. If it comes up 7, 8, or 9, it becomes a deep drive. If it was 6 or less, it still would have been a home run. But because it was I think it was a 9, it turned into a deep drive, which then became an out. So that home run turned into an out because Honeywell didn't give up home runs against lefties, or didn't give up a lot of home runs against lefties. So that's why that happened. We go bottom 7. There's a hard ground at a third, 1 out. So the odds were still in Seager's favor. Any number 6 or lower would have still been a home run. But 7, 8, 9 turned it into a deep drive, and that was a 9. Here's bets. There's an error rating. Let's see who it's going to be. Left field, 70 for Carter. 90% chance making the play. That looks good. 42. And there's 2 out for Ohtani. Ohtani's 1 for 3. He had a hit and a stolen base. And he'll walk here. Not really what you want to do with a 7-run lead. Down 7, though, he shouldn't steal, I guess. Although, actually, they'd be giving him the base, so he could actually probably walk to second. We would concede the base here. And a balk possibility. Look at this. No balk. So no balk. And again, we're just going to concede the base. Runner on second, 2 out for Freeman. I actually shouldn't have even been holding him, but it's okay. Infield range, I probably just conceded it to begin with. Infield range check. And a slow roller to first. See if he gets this. 29. And he does get him. So we go top 8. Carter leads it off. I almost hate to have Garver have to swing. He had such a perfect game, but he's going to come up here. Strikeout here for Carter. Mitch Garver. It's going to be interesting to look at his line when he comes up. Garcia. I think if I was the Dodgers, I'd plunk him. There's a high fly out to center. 2 out. And here's Garver. Let's look at this line up top here. 4 for 4, 2 homers, and 9 runs batted in. Wow. I haven't had too many games like this for any player that I've ever played with. Wow. That is some line. Here's Garver. And he grounds out. So they finally get him out. We go bottom 8, 10-3. Montgomery is still out there. He's still on 0 endurance, but you have to put 2 runners on to become tired. I think he put 1 on so far since he went 0. Barnes will pinch hit. And there's a ground out. 1 out. As soon as he becomes tired, I'll get a couple of guys up. Smith. And there's the walk. 1 out walk. I think this will make him tired now. Yeah, now he's tired. That was the second guy he put on. Get someone up in the pen. I don't know. It doesn't even matter in this game, but I'll just get Leclerc up. Not that worried about it right now. And we'll see what Edmund does. He's going to need to face 2 more batters, though. And there's a strikeout, 2 out. Takes 2 batters during the inning to get warm. Or you can warm them up in between, when you're batting, and then you don't have to worry about that. But here he has to face 2 more batters, so Kiermaier will be the second one he has to face. And there's a base hit. So now if I want, I can change pitchers. And I probably will. Who's up? Righty's up. Yeah. Might as well. He pitched a great game. No reason to leave him out there. Let's bring in Leclerc. First and second, 2 out. Righty-righty matchup. And now they're going to go to Lux. Let me see if Leclerc has any. He doesn't have any situations. So he'll face Leclerc. And there's a base hit. So 10-4. Second to home is automatic on that hit. Kiermaier has the option. He's going to hold. Probably smart, down 6. His run by itself doesn't mean anything. Let's see if we can get Rojas and get out of this inning. And there's a base hit, and this game's getting a little interesting again. Single to right. Now they have the option with Kiermaier. And throw to get Kiermaier, 32%. With a big lead, it just doesn't make sense. So I'm going to hold the runner on first. It's 10-5. 2 out, and Betts, who has clutch active with a runner in scoring position and 2 outs. And all of a sudden, this at-bat is important. Betts gets a home run here, and it's 10-8. So let's see what happens here. And he walks. Oh, man. Well, this is good for the game anyway. It makes it interesting. How about walking Betts to face Ohtani, and I don't have a lefty ready because I didn't think it was going to get this bad. I should still probably think about getting someone up. I should probably have had Chapman up already. I did not think this game was going to get this close. So I got caught a little bit. I don't want to get up Smith yet. Who's their other righties? I don't know their bullpen that well, to be honest with you. I don't know who else they were using. Well, I don't know if they used them much, but we'll get up Stratton. Well, here we go. This is big. Bases loaded. I have to face Ohtani with the righty because I did not get Chapman up in time. I don't want to. So this is a huge at-bat. Bases loaded, and Ohtani can get this to a one-run game. See what happens. And here's an error chance. And a 2 is Heim. He's 100, so that's good. And he fouls out to the catcher, so a big out. Wow. So I got caught a little bit there, not having a lefty for Ohtani and Freeman. Didn't think the game was going to get that tight that fast. But it did. Wow. There's a lesson. Always be ready. So we go top 9, 10-5. And we get a switch, a Dodger pitching change. And a strikeout, 1 out. So wow, that got dicey. Could have been a one-run game if Ohtani went deep. I should have had Chapman ready for the 2 lefties. Now the question is, with Freeman leading off, I guess I'll get Chapman and Smith up. You can only warm up a guy twice, so it doesn't matter since it's going to be the 9th inning anyway. This will be Chapman's second and Smith's first. So runner on first, 1 out. Struck him out, 2 out. All of a sudden, I'd like some insurance runs. I got 10, and I need more. Here's Taveras. And outfield range play. See what this is going to be. 67. Center field, Kiermaier. He's an A, so he's got a 96. I don't know. Off the wall. Yeah, 96. When you get those high or low numbers, that's when things can happen. And that is going to score my insurance run. 83%. With 2 outs, 83%. Let's send him. You're not supposed to make the third out, but it's 83%. There are ways to score from third that you can't from second. And he should make it easily. You never know. You get a pass ball or a wild pitch. You don't mind being standing on third. As long as you can make it. You don't want to make that third out, but as long as you can make it, it's okay. 2 out for Semien. And here's another deep drive. Oh, wow. He started the game with 2 foul deep drives, and here he is ending the game with 1. 38. And that's to left. Oh, he only gets a 15, though, so that's going to come up well short. And he just missed another one. So he hit 2 foul. He hit 1 off the wall for a double, and he just gets under this one. Toying with home runs the whole game, but he didn't get one. And we go to the bottom of the 9th, 11-5. And I'm going to bring Chapman in. And then if he gets into trouble, I can always go to Smith. But we'll let Chapman face Freeman. Leadoff hitter is always important, and why not face a lefty for Freeman? Always like to get that leadoff hitter in these innings. And he doesn't. He walks him. Well, that's typical Chapman. Typical Chapman. Either walk or hit a guy. Runner on first. He has to face a couple more. There's a strikeout. 1 out, so let him pitch to Smith. And that is going to be a double play. That will end the game. Hard ground out is a double play. Around the horn to end this one. All right, well, 11-5. That was an eventful game. A lot of things happened. Garver had an amazing game. I almost got caught not having a lefty up there in the eighth, but Leclerc got out and saved me. And pretty for a game that wasn't close, it was pretty wild and pretty interesting. All right, thanks for watching, guys.